Please, don't leave me in this condition. This is your child too. Victoria begged her husband. Victoria was 32 when Kelvin, a very attractive and charming man in his early 30s, finally proposed to her. She had dreamed of this moment all her life, imagining what it would feel like to be a bride. She had watched all her friends walk down the aisle, and now, at last, it was her turn. Her joy overflowed, and she could hardly contain it. Kelvin had promised her the world. "You're the love of my life, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you," he said with confidence. Finally, the wedding day arrived. Victoria stood before the mirror in her long white gown, radiant with beauty. As she walked down the aisle, smiling at her man waiting at the altar, her heart whispered, "I promise to be a proper wife to you, my love." The wedding ended, and the two became one. Love filled the air as family and friends celebrated the beginning of what seemed like a prosperous life ahead. 4 months later, Victoria was 2 months pregnant with their first child. Every day, the couple eagerly anticipated meeting their baby. But one afternoon, Kelvin shocked her when he suddenly confessed, "I am no longer in love with you." Victoria's world collapsed. "This is just the beginning of a beautiful life, please don't ruin it," she pleaded. Kelvin offered no explanation. There was no fault from Victoria, no mistake she had made, yet he refused to speak. He stood firm on his words, cold and unyielding. Months passed, and Victoria wept constantly, crying, begging, and pleading for answers. Kelvin showed no care. She endured her pregnancy alone, visiting the hospital for antenatal appointments, shopping for baby supplies, and facing the struggles of impending motherhood by herself. When the time came, Kelvin managed to drive her to the hospital. He waited as she labored, and when their baby girl was finally born, the first thing he did was take a picture of the child and send it to someone on his phone. Victoria, though exhausted, was overjoyed. She gazed at her daughter with pride and happiness, thankful that after all her pain and struggle, the baby had arrived safely. Back at home, life appeared to settle. Kelvin showed affection to his daughter, but whenever Victoria tried to draw close to him, he pushed her away. One day, while cleaning their room, a message popped up on his phone.